After more than 40 years of treating patients, I've learned that losing strength doesn't happen overnight. It comes quietly, one morning at a time. I've watched people sit on the edge of the bed, rubbing their knees before standing, whispering, "I just feel tired." I've seen once active men and women move slower, their legs less steady, their grip not quite the same. Most believe it's just age, but it's not. What's really happening is that the body stops rebuilding what it loses each day. And here's what many don't realize. Your muscles don't grow stronger while you move. They rebuild when you rest. Every night as you sleep, your body repairs the fibers that keep you upright, steady, and independent. But that repair only happens when it has the right nutrients to work with. The good news? You can give your body exactly what it needs before you close your eyes. In this video, I'll share 4 natural bedtime foods that help restore muscle, rebuild strength, and let you wake up feeling lighter, steadier, and more confident in your body again. And the last one, just 1 spoonful before bed, might surprise you. 1. Kiwi. Sleep and repair. Let's start with something simple and familiar. Small, green, and slightly fuzzy, the kiwi. Most people think of it as a light snack or a sweet addition to fruit salad, but this little fruit hides an incredible secret for seniors struggling with poor sleep and slow recovery. I once had a patient named George, 74, a retired teacher who told me, "Doctor, I can't sleep through the night anymore. And when I wake up, I feel stiff, like my body's been fighting itself." He wasn't in pain, just tired. His legs felt heavy, his arms weaker. He thought that was just part of aging. I suggested one small change. Eat 2 kiwis about an hour before bed. 2 weeks later, he came back smiling. "I fall asleep faster now," he said. "And when I wake up, I don't creak like an old chair anymore." His legs felt stronger, his mornings lighter. That's the quiet power of kiwi. Unlike most fruits, kiwi naturally contains melatonin, the hormone that tells your brain it's time to sleep. Instead of taking pills, you can let nature do the work. Research shows that eating kiwi before bed helps you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer, especially as you age. But the real magic happens while you rest. Deep sleep is when your body rebuilds muscle, restores hormones, and repairs worn tissues, and kiwi helps you reach those deep stages more easily. It's also packed with vitamin C and E, antioxidants that fight inflammation and protect muscle cells from damage. That's why you wake up feeling less stiff and more refreshed. Plus, its potassium supports muscle function and prevents those awful 3 a.m. leg cramps. And despite its sweetness, kiwi won't spike your blood sugar. It has a low glycemic index, is easy to digest, and is safe even for people with diabetes or high blood pressure. My advice? Peel 2 ripe kiwis about an hour before bed. Eat them slowly, maybe while reading or listening to quiet music. Let it be your nightly ritual, a signal to your body that rest and healing are on the way. It's a simple habit, but one that can transform how you sleep and how strong you feel when you wake. 2. Eggs. Night protein boosts. Now, let's move to something familiar, something we've all cracked open 1,000 times. An egg. Most people think of eggs as breakfast food, but what if I told you that having one before bed could quietly strengthen your body while you sleep? Especially after 60, when maintaining muscle and balance becomes harder, an egg at night can make a real difference. What makes eggs so special isn't just the protein, it's the type of protein. Eggs are what we call a complete protein, meaning they contain all 9 essential amino acids your muscles need to repair and grow. But one amino acid stands out: leucine. Leucine is like a switch. It tells your body it's time to rebuild. After 50, that switch becomes harder to flip. Younger bodies can build muscle from small meals, but older adults need a stronger signal, and that's where eggs shine. Just 1 large egg gives you 6 grams of high-quality protein and about half a gram of leucine, enough to activate overnight muscle repair. If you had a light dinner, or one low in protein, a soft boiled or poached egg an hour before bed can give your body exactly what it needs to rebuild strength. And it's not just about muscles. Eggs also provide vitamin D, which most older adults lack, especially those who don't get much sun. Vitamin D helps your muscles move efficiently and supports coordination. Add to that choline, another nutrient in eggs that strengthens brain and nerve connections, and you have a food that supports both movement and mental focus. I know some of you might still worry about cholesterol. That's understandable. Eggs got a bad reputation years ago. But today's research paints a very different picture. For most people, eating one egg a day does not raise heart disease risk. In fact, it can even improve your cholesterol profile by raising HDL, the good cholesterol. Unless your doctor has specifically said otherwise, eggs are safe, nourishing, and one of the most valuable foods you can include. The way you prepare them matters too. A soft-boiled or poached egg keeps nutrients intact and is easy to digest. Avoid frying in butter or piling on salt, especially if you have high blood pressure or sensitive digestion. Let me tell you about a woman named Lean, 68, who joined one of my wellness workshops. Always cheerful, but always tired. She told me, "Doctor, I wake up and my legs feel like noodles." She often skipped dinner, believing it would help her sleep. I suggested she try one poached egg before bed. Nothing fancy, just a small, warm snack. 2 weeks later, she came back smiling. "I didn't think it would do anything," she said. "But I don't feel wobbly anymore. I actually feel steady." That's what the right bedtime protein can do. It's not about eating a heavy meal. It's about giving your body the perfect fuel for recovery. While you sleep, your body is working, repairing, rebuilding, renewing. You just have to give it the tools. 3. Pumpkin seeds. Deep sleep fuel. Now let's talk about something small but mighty. Pumpkin seeds. Most people know them as little green toppings for salads or snacks, but these tiny seeds hold a hidden strength that your muscles and sleep depend on, especially as you get older. I remember a patient named Harold, 72, a retired gardener with hands rough from decades of hard work. He told me, "Doctor, I sleep, but I wake up every morning with my legs tight and stiff. I stretch, but it doesn't go away." We took a closer look at his meals, and one thing was missing: magnesium. This mineral is what tells your muscles to relax. Without enough of it, your body can stay slightly tense all night long. That's why some people wake up sore, even after 8 hours of sleep. And guess what's one of the richest natural sources of magnesium? Pumpkin seeds. Just one small handful, about an ounce, can give you nearly 40% of your daily magnesium needs. That's enough to help your muscles finally let go and rest deeply. But magnesium is just the beginning. Pumpkin seeds also contain tryptophan, the same amino acid found in turkey that your body turns into serotonin and then into melatonin, the sleep hormone. When magnesium and tryptophan work together, your body drifts more easily into deep, restorative sleep. That's when growth hormone rises, tissues repair, and your muscles rebuild stronger. These seeds are also packed with plant-based protein, about 7 grams per ounce, and healthy fats that slow digestion, giving your muscles a steady supply of amino acids through the night instead of a quick spike and crash. It's gentle, lasting fuel for aging muscles. Pumpkin seeds even bring bonus nutrients like zinc, which supports immune strength, cell repair, and hormone balance, especially testosterone, which is essential for muscle maintenance in men over 60. Eating them is simple. You don't need much, just a tablespoon or two before bed. You can enjoy them plain, mix them into a small bowl of unsweetened Greek yogurt, or lightly toast them for a warm, nutty flavor. Just skip the salt, since sodium at night can raise blood pressure and cause swelling. Think of pumpkin seeds not as a snack, but as a nightly tonic for your muscles and your sleep. Small, natural, and powerful, they help your body relax, recover, and wake up stronger. Sometimes, the tiniest things hold the biggest healing power. 4. Cottage cheese. Overnight strengthen it. It doesn't look fancy or colorful, but when it comes to rebuilding strength while you sleep, this food quietly outperforms almost everything else. Cottage cheese. Many people overlook it, thinking it's old-fashioned or bland. But inside those soft, white curds lies one of the most powerful muscle-repairing foods you can eat, especially after 60. The secret is in its protein, casein. Unlike the protein in chicken or eggs that digest quickly, casein works slowly, releasing amino acids into your bloodstream for hours. That means your muscles get a steady supply of nourishment all night long instead of short bursts. And that's crucial, because during sleep, your body goes into repair mode. Without enough amino acids available, it may actually start breaking down muscle tissue for energy, a process that quietly steals your strength. But when you give your body slow, sustained fuel before bed, the results can be remarkable. I think of Martha, 76, one of my longtime patients. She told me, "Doctor, I feel like my legs have forgotten how to support me. Stairs, chairs, even the car seat. They're all harder now." We didn't add supplements or new workouts. Just one simple change: a small bowl of low-fat cottage cheese about 30 minutes before bed. 3 weeks later, she smiled and said, "I wake up feeling steady again, like my body's finally catching up on sleep." That's what happens when you feed your body what it's been missing. Cottage cheese also contains leucine, that key amino acid that turns on muscle repair. It's the same nutrient found in eggs, but the difference is timing. Eggs give a quick push, while cottage cheese gives your muscles a slow, steady stream of recovery fuel through the night. And if you're watching blood sugar, there's more good news. Cottage cheese is naturally low in carbohydrates and won't spike insulin. In fact, the protein may help stabilize blood sugar overnight, which is especially helpful for people with diabetes or prediabetes. Just choose a low-fat or 1% version to keep saturated fat low, and if you're sensitive to sodium, reach for the reduced salt kind. The best part? It's effortless. No cooking, no prep. Just open the container, scoop a few spoonfuls, and let your body take care of the rest. You can eat it plain or mix it with a few slices of banana, a pinch of cinnamon, or even leftover kiwi from earlier. It pairs beautifully. Remember, this isn't a meal. It's a signal to your body. Here's what you need. Now, heal. Most people think getting stronger after 60 requires intense effort, but the truth is, it comes from small, consistent habits that nourish your body at the right time. A spoonful of cottage cheese before bed may not seem like much, but for your muscles, it's one of the gentlest, most powerful gifts you can give. Think of it as your nightly dose of quiet strength. So before you close your eyes tonight, take a slow, deep breath and think about what we've shared. You don't need to overhaul your life or chase perfection. Real strength after 60 doesn't come from drastic changes. It comes from small, steady acts of care. Maybe it's peeling a kiwi, soft-boiling an egg, enjoying a few pumpkin seeds, or taking a spoonful of cottage cheese before bed. These aren't just snacks. They're quiet messages to your body that say, you still matter. They nourish your muscles, calm your nerves, and prepare you for deeper, more healing sleep. Each small evening ritual is proof that your body is still capable of rebuilding, of growing stronger, of feeling alive again. Because here's the truth. Muscle loss isn't a life sentence. It's something you can fight, reverse, and prevent, one simple choice at a time. So tonight, instead of worrying about what's slipping away, remember that your body is already working for you, quietly repairing itself as you rest. If this message gave you hope or sparked an idea, share it in the comments below. Tell me which bedtime food you'd like to try first. Your story might inspire someone else. And if you haven't already, join our family by liking and subscribing. Together, we'll make every year wiser, stronger, and more alive. Sleep well, take care, and wake up knowing you're rebuilding your strength, one night at a time.